7 flirting tactics that drive men wild, and any woman over 60 can master them. This is the biggest secret I've ever heard, and I'm about to share it with you. Dating after 60 is a whole new game. You might think flirting is something reserved for the younger crowd, but trust me, when you know the right tactics, men in their 60s and beyond will be wildly captivated. You won't believe it, but my cousin, a woman who once couldn't muster the courage to express her true feelings, who made men feel distant and hard to approach, has now turned the tables completely. Just 2 years after her divorce, she had nearly 5 out of 10 men from her trekking group completely captivated by her. So, what's her secret? Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Vernon. In this video, I'm going to show you 7 powerful flirting tactics that will have men in their 60s completely hooked. These aren't the typical old-school tricks. You'll learn how to embrace your confidence, experience, and allure to drive men wild in ways you never thought possible. So, if you're ready to put the spark back into your love life and make some heads turn, hit that subscribe button to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss these game-changing strategies. Let's dive in. Number 1. The power of mysterious confidence. There's something absolutely intoxicating about a woman who carries herself with the quiet confidence that comes from having lived, learned, and arrived at a place of genuine self-possession. This isn't the insecure bravado of youth, but the mysterious confidence of someone who knows exactly who she is and doesn't need anyone else's validation to confirm her worth. What makes mysterious confidence particularly powerful for mature women is that it's impossible to fake and impossible for younger women to replicate. This confidence comes from having survived real challenges, made difficult decisions, learned from mistakes, and developed genuine self-knowledge through experience. Research in social psychology shows that authentic confidence, confidence based on real competence and self-knowledge rather than defensive bravado, is universally attractive across all age groups. But mature confidence has a depth and reliability that's particularly appealing to quality men. This mysterious confidence manifests in many ways. You don't over-explain yourself or your choices. You're comfortable with silence and don't fill every pause with nervous chatter. You express your opinions without needing others to agree. You can receive compliments gracefully without deflecting or diminishing them. Practice carrying yourself as if you know something others don't, because you do. You know what it's like to survive loss, overcome challenges, learn from mistakes, and find joy despite life's difficulties. Don't reveal everything about yourself immediately. Let your confidence create curiosity. This mystery, combined with the next flirting tactic, is irresistibly attractive to mature men. Number 2. The art of intellectual seduction. I knew about this sophisticated tactic from my colleague Margaret, a 64-year-old retired attorney who discovered that her sharp mind and broad knowledge were far more attractive to quality men than any physical attribute could be. Margaret had initially tried to downplay her intelligence, fearing it would intimidate men, but she found the opposite was true. Margaret captivated men by engaging them in thoughtful conversations that sparked curiosity and challenged their thinking. Her intellectual allure wasn't about impressing them.
It was about creating a mental connection that made them feel understood and intellectually stimulated. The ancient Greek concept of philomaphia, that love of learning and intellectual curiosity, describes this attractive quality. Margaret had maintained her curiosity about the world and about other people's thoughts and experiences, and this intellectual vitality was magnetic to men who had also remained mentally active and curious. This intellectual appeal manifests in many ways, asking thoughtful questions that show genuine interest in his thoughts and experiences, sharing insights and perspectives that reveal your depth and knowledge. Don't hide your intelligence or education. Use your knowledge to enhance conversations rather than dominate them. Show appreciation for his expertise while demonstrating your own intellectual engagement with the world. Remember, intellectual seduction isn't about proving you're smart. It's about creating the kind of mental connection that makes a man feel intellectually alive and appreciated in your presence. What's the most intriguing conversation you've had with someone recently? Share your thoughts in the comments below. But intellectual connection, well, deeply attractive, becomes even more powerful when combined with strategic emotional availability.
Number 3. The magic of selective availability. One of the most intriguing tactics to keep a man interested, especially after 60, is the art of selective availability. It's not about playing hard to get. It's about knowing when to be present and when to hold back, creating a sense of mystery and anticipation that keeps him wanting more. We've seen how mysterious confidence creates intrigue and attraction, how intellectual seduction engages the mind as powerfully as emotions, and now how selective availability creates value through genuine scarcity. Each tactic builds on the authentic power that comes with maturity. The ancient economic principle of supply and demand applies to romantic relationships. What's easily available is often undervalued, while what requires effort to obtain is treasured. This isn't about manipulation, but about natural scarcity created by having a full, meaningful life. This tactic manifests in practical ways. You're not always immediately available for dates. You have your own schedule and commitments that must be considered. You maintain your own interests and relationships regardless of romantic developments. Practice creating a life so interesting and fulfilling that romantic connection becomes a wonderful addition rather than a desperate necessity. Pursue interests that genuinely fascinate you. Maintain friendships that nourish you. Engage in activities that challenge and fulfill you. When someone asks for your time, check your actual schedule and commitments before responding. Don't automatically assume that any romantic possibility should take priority over your existing life. So, as you become more intentional with your time and attention, you'll see how this mysterious yet respectful dynamic enhances the emotional connection. And when that happens, the next real magic unfolds. Number 4. The elegance of sophisticated humor. Humor is one of the most powerful tools in attracting and keeping a man's attention, but there's a key to using it after 60 that most women overlook: sophisticated humor. It's not about cracking jokes or making fun of others. It's about having the kind of wit and charm that makes him laugh while also showcasing your intelligence and self-assuredness.
My cousin Dorothy, who initially felt self-conscious about dating because she thought her quiet sense of humor was too old-fashioned or intellectual for modern men. Dorothy's humor was subtle, thoughtful, often focused on gentle observations about life's absurdities and human nature's quirks. When Dorothy embraced her authentic humor, men were captivated by her wit and warmth. Her humor blended intelligence with emotional depth, showing a sharp mind and a kind heart. She laughed at herself without self-deprecation, found joy in life's challenges, and appreciated irony without cynicism, revealing both understanding and affection for life's complexities. The ancient Greek concept of eudaimonia, finding joy and meaning in life despite its challenges, describes the foundation of Dorothy's attractive humor. She had learned to find genuine amusement and joy in everyday experiences, and this perspective was magnetic to men who appreciated depth and intelligence. This sophisticated humor manifests in many ways: gentle observations about life's ironies that reveal understanding without cynicism, the ability to find amusement in everyday situations without being mean-spirited, playful teasing that shows affection rather than criticism, self-deprecating humor that reveals confidence rather than insecurity. Remember, sophisticated humor isn't about being constantly funny or entertaining others. It's about maintaining a perspective that can find joy and amusement even in difficult circumstances, and sharing that perspective in ways that reveal both intelligence and warmth. However, humor becomes even more captivating when paired with emotional depth.
Number 5. The allure of emotional depth. Emotional depth is one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked, qualities that attract men. It's not about being overly emotional or dramatic. It's about having the ability to connect on a deeper level, to understand and navigate complex feelings, and to offer a sense of security and understanding that's rare in today's fast-paced world. As women age, their emotional depth only grows. After years of living, experiencing, and learning, women over 60 often have a refined sense of self-awareness, empathy, and emotional intelligence. This maturity allows them to connect with others in a way that's both meaningful and grounding. What makes emotional depth particularly attractive for mature women is that it's impossible to fake and impossible for younger women to possess without having lived through real challenges and growth. This depth promises genuine emotional partnership rather than superficial attraction. Don't hide your life experiences or pretend that you haven't been touched by loss, challenge, or growth. These experiences have created the emotional depth that makes you capable of genuine partnership with someone who has also lived a full life. Remember, emotional depth isn't about being heavy or serious all the time. It's about having the emotional range and sophistication to handle life's full spectrum of experiences with grace and wisdom. Make sure to like the video that I know how you embrace emotional depth in your own relationships. Embracing your emotional depth will not only make you more alluring, it will create a bond that's deeper, stronger, and more lasting.
Number 6. The magnetism of authentic vulnerability. Authentic vulnerability is one of the most magnetic qualities a woman can possess, especially after 60. It's not about exposing every detail of your life or oversharing. It's about being honest, real, and open about who you are, your experiences, and your emotions. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you show a side that many men find irresistible: strength in honesty. It takes courage to be vulnerable, to open yourself up to someone else and share your true self without fear of judgment. That courage is deeply attractive because it signals confidence and self-acceptance, which are far more appealing than pretending to be perfect. Younger women often can't be genuinely vulnerable because they're still too insecure or still trying to prove themselves. Practice sharing your genuine thoughts and feelings rather than what you think others want to hear. Allow people to see your authentic reactions, including excitement, nervousness, or uncertainty about new experiences. This realness is far more attractive than perfection. Don't be afraid to reveal your personality quirks, your genuine interests, or your authentic responses to experiences. These imperfections and individual traits make you memorable and lovable rather than generically attractive. Remember, authentic vulnerability isn't about sharing everything or being emotionally needy. It's about having the confidence to be genuinely yourself, with imperfections and all, with people who have earned the right to see your authentic self. If you agree that vulnerability is magnetic, leave a comment below and share how it's played a role in your own relationships. This vulnerability creates the perfect foundation for the final and perhaps most attractive tactic.
Number 7. The irresistible appeal of living fully. Perhaps the most magnetic quality a mature woman can possess is the unmistakable evidence that she is living her life fully. Not waiting for someone else to complete her story, but actively writing new chapters, pursuing interests, embracing adventures, and approaching each day with curiosity and enthusiasm that makes others want to be a part of her journey. Men are drawn to women who aren't just existing, but thriving. It's not about age, it's about attitude. When you're excited about life, when you pursue your passions, whether it's travel, art, volunteering, or any personal goals, that energy is contagious. It signals to the world that you have a full, rich life, and that makes you incredibly attractive. Living fully doesn't just mean doing more. It's about having a sense of purpose and joy in what you do. It's about being present, appreciating every moment, and refusing to let age or circumstances define your boundaries. When you live this way, you radiate confidence and vitality, and that draws people in, including the men who are lucky enough to be a part of your world. Remember, living fully doesn't require youth or unlimited resources. It requires curiosity, willingness to try new things, appreciation for experiences over possessions, and the courage to keep growing regardless of age. As we reach the end of this empowering exploration, I want you to understand something profound. The 7 flirting tactics I've shared: mysterious confidence, intellectual seduction, selective availability, sophisticated humor, emotional depth, authentic vulnerability, and living fully, aren't tricks or techniques you can fake. They're the natural expressions of a mature woman who has embraced her authentic power and learned to use her life experience as her greatest romantic asset. Each tactic builds on qualities that younger women simply cannot possess because they haven't lived long enough to develop them. You're not competing with youth, you're offering something infinitely more valuable: the intoxicating combination of confidence, wisdom, emotional sophistication, and authentic femininity that drives mature men absolutely wild. If you recognized yourself in these tactics, if you felt excited about the possibilities rather than doubted your attractiveness, then you understand something beautiful. Your most magnetically attractive years aren't behind you. They may very well be ahead of you. The ancient Egyptian queen Nefertiti was said to be most beautiful not in her youth, but in her maturity, when her confidence, wisdom, and sophisticated understanding of her own power reached their peak. This is the kind of timeless attractiveness available to every woman who understands how to use her experience as her greatest seductive weapon. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to my channel with notifications turned on so you never miss new content. Let me know in the comments below which of these tactics resonated with you most. Keep embracing your power. Your best years are yet to come. Until next time, keep embracing your authentic power. Keep expressing your sophisticated femininity. And remember that confidence, wisdom, and the courage to live fully are the most irresistible aphrodisiacs at any age. This is Vernon. Thank you for watching till now, and see you next time.